football's most successful manager of the modern era. And to think, when he succeeded Ron Atkinson in November 1986, United were fourth from bottom and people were questioning his future at the club.
I always remember after the first press conference down in Oxford, when the press asked, do you think United are going to be relegated? And I said, no, it's silly. It's impossible. And I had to come out with that positive reaction simply because I couldn't be in any shape or form saying, well, we'll just have to see.
United ended up 11th that season, and they haven't been close to finishing in the bottom half of the table since. In 1993, he ended the club's 26-year quest to reclaim English football's top prize. Since then, there have been 26 trophies at Old Trafford.
He's everything to Manchester United. I mean, it's hard to imagine this club without him. It's hard to imagine where this club would be now if he'd never come along to take the reins. You know, will there ever be another Sir Alex Ferguson to bring this kind of success to any club over a 20-year period of time, and 20 years and counting, shall we say?
Since the inception of the Premier League in 1992, Ferguson has usually managed to keep one step ahead of the competition. Some achievement in a sport that has witnessed drastic changes during the period he's been at Old Trafford.
I think there is more money in the game. Television has changed a lot. Yeah, the level has gone up. The standard, you see that with the competition in Europe now. The English teams are doing much better in Europe. They're getting to semi-finals, 3 clubs this year, 1 in the final. In the last few years, that's happened quite a few times. So that with the level of competition and the level of ability you get up, there's no question it's much, much more difficult now.
The competition is tougher, and at Old Trafford, Sir Alex has new owners to impress. It was suggested the Glazers might look for a new manager when they took over in 2005. But 2 years later, their relationship with Ferguson is stronger than ever.
I think the important thing is, with my experience and David Gill's experience, and with new owners obviously, and they understand that we're running the club the right way. When we say we're interested in someone, they know we've done our research on them, we know we've done our work on them, we know it's going to be important to the team. And in the main, I think we've done it quite well.
This summer, the Glazers have backed Sir Alex's judgment. £48 million has bought Owen Hargreaves, as well as exciting youngsters Anderson and Nani. In almost 21 years at Old Trafford, Sir Alex has spent over £330 million on new players. And from all that, his most influential signing, Eric Cantona.
When Eric came, he just walked on that pitch as if he'd been born to play there. And I think he was, actually. And that great presence, and he stuck his chest out and said, it's okay, I'm here. You know, we all can relax now. And he brought a calmness and a composure to our game that it transformed the team. I think we probably would have won the league without him, but he's certainly with him, we were certain to win it.
3 of Cantona's former teammates, Birmingham boss Steve Bruce, Mark Hughes of Blackburn and Roy Keane at Sunderland, are all hoping to outwit their old boss this coming season. But it's Jose Mourinho who's likely to be Sir Alex's main rival once again. United's toppling of Chelsea led many to describe Ferguson's 9th championship as his best.
I think a lot of people were harbouring concerns about, whether Chelsea would go on forever and ever. With all the money they had was just phenomenal, really. It could buy up all the players. So the last 4 seasons, it's almost seemed like 26 years for a lot of fans. And yeah, I think it's certainly on a par with what's been achieved to 93. Maybe even edging it as the best title win.
The United team that won the championship last season was the 3rd Sir Alex has built in his time at Old Trafford. Along the way, big names have often been cast aside, deemed surplus to requirements.
If they've been at the club a few years, you wonder how many challenges it can take, the challenge of the expectation, the challenge of trying to win a title. It can be quite enormous here, and therefore therein lies a big problem for you if your players have had too many challenges and you can't take any more, because one thing you need at this club, you need a great will to win, you need a great desire, you need a great dynamo inside, the energy inside you to go the full distance. It's not easy. So the rebuilding had to start with players with the energy and belief of being able to do that.
Those players are back on the training ground, ready for yet more success. At 65, after 32 years in management, Sir Alex is already aiming for title number 10.